Guys, welcome back to the channel. It's time for another Polkadot update. Now, Polkadot is currently at $20.36. It's currently up 4.6% for the day, and it looks like that trend is going to continue. Now, I'm going to show you guys an overall chart for Polkadot shortly. I'm also going to tell you where I believe price will be going next, so make sure you stick around and watch the whole of this video because things are going to get really interesting. And we're also going to talk about Polkadot potentially breaking into mainstream society, especially in Europe. So guys, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date with all my recent videos. Remember guys, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice, so always make sure to do your own independent research. And with that being said, pause the video, click the link in my description, and join the Telegram group so you can stay up to date with all my recent updates, news updates, technical updates, and much more. So let's get into the video, and we're going to look at the overall chart, and let's just talk about the last 30 days. Now, we know the market has been down, and has been down quite significantly, right? So it's not unique for this Bitcoin, especially for those of you that do not understand market correlations. When Bitcoin is down, this usually has a knock-on effect across the board. So do not expect, Polkadot to go to the moon if, Bitcoin isn't performing, Ethereum isn't performing, etc. So last 30 days down 31.6%, 18 days 18.9%, last 7 days up 9.8%, last 24 hours 4.6%. The overall trend is moving to the upside now, which is good news. And we're going to get into a chart right now, guys. And I'm going to show you what we're currently looking at. So what we have forming here, and we're on a weekly time frame, we have a double bottom pattern that's forming here on the weekly time frame. This is extremely good news, right? Because if we go on a monthly time frame, and I'll just do that for you guys now. So we're having a closer zoom out. You can almost see this W formation about to form here, right? Which is usually an indication of bullish momentum. So let's just go back on the weekly. And also another pattern that we can identify here is the infamous morning star formation. And I'm just going to circle that for you guys, just so you can see that in more detail. This is the morning star formation. Now, for those of you that are new to technicals, you're probably wondering what on earth is that, right? And is this a good thing? Yes, it is a good thing. And morning star formation is where we see a bearish candlestick pattern, pin bar, hammer, right? This sort of pattern, and of course we see a bullish candlestick as well, right? This is a catalyst for heavy bullish momentum, and I'll show you an example of that here, right? So here would be another example of this morning star formation, and you saw what happened here, right? Another example would be at this level here as well, but this would be the clearer morning star formation, and you could see how that ended up before. So what do we anticipate happening with Polkadot now? And I'll also get onto Polkadot breaking into the mainstream, especially in Europe. Let's just go on a daily time frame. So if you guys haven't yet noticed, for those of you that are looking at this from a more technical approach, you'll see that this pattern looks similar to Ethereum, looks similar to Bitcoin, pretty much most other cryptocurrencies in the top 10. What is this pattern? This is a breakout pattern, right? And what a lot of people are worried about is this, right? So people think that we're going to see this pullback here, maybe extend a bit more, test this resistance, and then we come out, and of course we dump all the way back down, and we could potentially see lows of $10 or even back to our last year all-time lows, which would be below $7 per Polkadot, right? That's obviously not what we want to see. Now, I'll go over the best case scenario, and I'll also go over the worst case scenario for you guys, just so you can, be up to date with what could potentially happen if price doesn't perform in the crypto market. So we're going to start off with the worst case scenario, right? So if, let's say, stock market doesn't do well, and we see a decline in the stock market. Bitcoin starts to decline as well, so does Ethereum. Then what we're going to see for Polkadot is the pattern that we spoke about before. So we might see a slight pump, and then we'll see a dump right back to this $17 low. Probably range for a bit, because Polkadot, to be honest with you, has stayed quite stable, and then we will slowly make our way down to around $11 to $12. I don't see us personally going any lower than this. I believe there's a lot of buyers in this market that will keep this afloat. So, you know, $7-8 will be worst case scenario, and believe me, we'll be buying heavy if that does occur. But do keep that in mind, guys. Worst case scenario, maybe we go down to $10-11. Let's just delete that. And that's, of course, guys, if the overall market doesn't perform. But what do I see happening, especially with all the positive data in the market at the moment, with the stock market doing well, Bitcoin starting to make his move up to the upside? I see us moving back up to the $24 area, easily $24 area. Where are we? Sorry, guys, let's just do that again. So we move up to $24, which also coincides with this resistance level here. We could see a slight pullback depending on the momentum of the move. Maybe back to $23. We may see price range, and then I think we will break above the 30s, and we'll stick to $30 for now. That's where we want to see price go in the short term, and the move up to that level is 50. Let's just call it 50%. So of course, guys, that is not a small move. So our next major target will be the $30 area. So for those of you that don't own any of this coin, I would definitely look at some entries. If you do already own some of this coin, maybe look at some restocks, etc. But our next target is $30. And I'm just going to highlight this in now, just so when we go back to it, for you guys that are following the analysis on this channel, next target, for those of you that are following the analysis on this channel, you can obviously follow the timeline, right? So I'll leave that in there for you guys now. So before we end the video, what's some of the data that we were looking at that could essentially break Polkadot into the mainstream? So for those of you that are based in Europe and are maybe in tune with football, as you guys in America would call it soccer, FC Barcelona, one of Europe's biggest football clubs, Polkadot is currently in the lineup of a potential sponsor for this large club. Now, will we get this sponsor? You know, will FC Barcelona, accept the offer from Polkadot? We will have to see. But if it does go through, guys, this will be a big milestone for Polkadot, just in terms of getting the actual name out there, etc. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. We will update you on any major Polkadot news that we come across. Make sure you stay tuned with the Twitter. Make sure you stay tuned by joining the Telegram group using the link in my description. And also, for those of you that would like to, dive more in depth into our research, our analysis, and much, much more, our 100x gems, and metaverse gems, NFT plays, click the link in my description. You can join Crypto Crew Premium, and you can also join our new NFT group as well to capture those NFT gems and take advantage on the greatest transfer of wealth in human history. But guys, until the next update, seize the day.